Alright, tier list. This is it. This is it. Which killers in Dead by Daylight would look the best in drag? Think of all possible variations of what they could do here. Alright, so first up, we're going to go... Is this all the killers? We'll just put them in somewhere. Okay. So, first of all, we have Hillbilly. Hillbilly.
Gran and fam.
Now, in the words of Devin Green, blend all you want, but you cannot erase poor bone structure. Poor Billy does not really have too much to work here with makeup-wise in terms of traditional contouring. Oh, Nemesis isn't here either? Oh, hang on. There must be another one. Okay, I got one, okay. Hillbilly, however, doesn't have to do traditional drag. He can do anything, scary, whatever. He is limited in terms of, any form of facial recognition, in quite a large way. So, for that reason, he cannot go to S tier because he is severely limited. He is severely limited. Now, I know this is controversial, but there is far too many limitations to work with here. If there was a makeover challenge, his partner would be screwed. He'd be screwed. What would he do? What the hell's he gonna do? D tier. I'm so sorry, Billy. We love you. God gave you other gifts like, corn husking. There's all sorts of things that go on in Idaho. I don't know. Trapper. Large stature. Going to need a lot of proportionizing. He's bald, so any form of wig is going to fit there. The mask will have to come off. Now, depending on whether or not he's willing to take it off, maybe it's a comfort thing. Who knows what he's been through? Who knows? If he's willing to take it off, we have more to work with. If he's not willing to take it off, instant D tier. Right, if he would like to keep it on, please, no. This is a makeover and we need to see your face. Alright, so... Large stature. Can we work with his face if the mask is off? Yes, we can. Sure. To get some sort of, any sort of, we're gonna need some serious TV paint sticks here. The skin tones are all over the place. There's burn marks. I'm Trapper and C. He's giving C. He's a C. See what you can do, and we'll see. But for me, he's a C. A sensible C, dear. Hear me out here. Hear me out. Wraith has a similar situation going on to Hillbilly. However, Wraith has legs. They are very long. They are gorgeous long legs. You put him in heels, he is going to be banging his head on stage light stairs. It's going to be incredible. If he does a drop split, the competition is over. The end titty will be twisted. The face? Could we work with it? Maybe. I think it's going to be hard to do anything around the eyes. We're going to have really hard-hitting pigment, around there to pop them out. He does have glowing eyes, which is interesting. I'd say his legs, put him in the B tier. I'm going to put him in the B tier. I might change my mind later on any of these, you'd never know. But I really think he could do a lot there. He's giving 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐃. He's giving 𝐶𝐃𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐃, dears. Right? Okay, now Nurse. Now this is interesting. Nurse can levitate. Nurse can levitate. Alright. Now say what you want. Okay. Nurse is already cinched. She knows how to do it. She can float upwards, downwards. She could go into a split, float out of it. I mean, she's got a lot to work with performance-wise. You know, Papa, and if she's willing to take off the pillowcase, dears, we know what she looks like under there. She's got a gorgeous face, good bone structure. You know, she's an AFAB queen. Put her in heels? Sure, why not? You could put her in the highest stripper boots ever, the kinkiest red ones. She will still float above the competition, dears. For that reason, she is going in the S tier. She is going in the S tier. I don't think there's any argument here. Is she a comedy queen? No. Will she, you know, leave you breathless? Oh yes, she's going to snatch it right out of you, dear. Oh hell yes. S tier. Absolute S tier. Michael Myers. Alright, here's the thing. Michelle Myers is wearing a mask. Do we know what he looks like under there? Yes, if you've seen Halloween 1, we have something to work with here. Very broad shoulders. You know, outfits with large shoulder pads are going to be his best friend. He is, you know, he's a thick lad. If he's in pumps, things are going to be pumping out, you know. It's going to be like a very muscly balloon animal situation down there. We have seen his legs in his iconic hospital gown look. Very good legs. I think Michael Myers is also an S tier. A low S tier, because we're going to have to do a lot here. But I think his stature is imposing. I think the legs are long. He's got very large feet, which is going to be limiting for shoes, but I don't know, take off the mask, put him in some good hair. I think we have a wiener. I do think we have a wiener. Next is Hag. Now this is interesting, dears. This is interesting. Hag has some really spooky possibilities, dears. Right? You know, she can camp your cocktail in the workroom if she wants. Alright? Can we do much with her face in terms of makeup? No. She's kind of in a hillbilly scenario there. However, she's got a really interesting body structure, and clothes can hang off her in a certain way that I think deems her a wee bit more interesting. She's AFAB as well. This is a tough one, dears. This is a tough one. I'm going to put her in C tier because every time she is going to be on the runway, she is going to be doing some kind of walk that no one else is doing, alright? You know, and if it gets too real, she just, you know, teleports out of there, whatever. The face, we're not going to be able to do much though, and that's a problem. You know, it's a huge part. Wigs should be fine, whatever. But yeah, Hag, C tier. Robbery? Listen, where would you put her? She's C tier. She's a C tier. I'm really not sure what to do here. Because, whatever you say, Doctor has a very infectious smile. You know, and it's about bringing joy when you're doing the deed. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a gorgeous smile that never stops. If we can remove this bizarre facial contraption thing, maybe under there's some sort of thing to work with. I'm not sure. You know, but at the end of the day, whatever we do here, we're going to look like Jack Nicholson in a wig. So, I think for that reason, we're going to go into the C tier below Trapper. No, above, no, below Trapper. Below Trapper. Yeah, low C tier. He's only there because of the smile, otherwise it'd be D tier. He's also, you know, broad stature, but, you know, it's not impossible to work with. It's not impossible to work with. Not impossible. Huntress. Would she take off her mask? I'm sure she would. Could we work with that? Yes. Tall, imposing, interesting, always practicing her lip sync wherever she goes. I think she would work. I think she would be a terrifying, towering, wonderful queen. I think she would be good. We're going to put her below Michael Myers because I still think Michael Myers he's got that X factor, dears, you know? And the legs, By the way, Huntress has really powerful thighs too, which is very good. She will stomp on that stage. She will leave it on thin ice. Next, Baba. Now I know what you're all saying. Throw him in the D tier. And I say no, because Baba, out of everyone here, let me make sure. Yep, out of every single killer here, he is the only practicing drag queen here. He's got the experience. He's well known in his hometown for what he does. He always gives a killer performance. I mean, he's leaving us hooked for more. He served us old woman. He served us pretty lady. Is it necessarily beautiful and polished? No, but he's very committed to the character, and that is sometimes what it's all about. Solid A. If Baba cleans up his runway, S tier, absolutely, he would probably win. He would probably win the entire competition. But I think he's an A, you know, and then comes back for All Stars. That's how I think it goes. You know, he comes back for All Stars in 2 years, 3 years, and has incredible amounts of money and gorgeous runways. Freddy Krueger. Wow, what a nightmare. So his whole thing is nail extensions, right? We already know that's going to be his brand. I think Freddy has some minor experience with drag. I think there is a couple of movies where he cross-dresses, so he's got that going for him. He does have good bone structure, but the burns are going to be hard to work with. If he goes into the field of prosthetics, well, maybe we could do something there. Take the hat off, you could put a wig on. He is short too, nothing heels can't solve. Long fingernails. You know, he'll either be a nightmare or a dream sequence dress. I'm going to put him in the C tier, but above Trapper. Because with his kooky personality and his comedy, I do think that could carry him. You know what? B tier. I just realized he would be a comedy queen. Are you kidding me? He would be hysterical. He would be B! Oh, and you know Freddy would be really good in the roast, as long as you tell him there's no fire there. Welcome to prime time! Yeah, so Freddy is going to be B tier, purely because it's going to be so hard to work with. All of that going on there, but prosthetics, you know, we could do something. Now, Pig. We are going to play a little game here. Pig, with her mask off, we know what she looks like, right? But just because she's a woman doesn't necessarily mean she's going to be good at doing the drag, you know? There's no advantages in the field, there isn't. So, let me see here. Terrible posture. You know, but she's always got a knife up her sleeve. She will play the game, probably better than anyone else. She would probably go really far in the competition, but I don't think she would be a fan favorite. Would she look good? I think so. I think she would do really basic looks, though. I do not think she is so much of a look queen. I think she's more of a planner, a schemer. How do I rig the competition in my favor? I'm going to put her in B below Freddy because Freddy is still funny, right? I feel like she would just be, a shady queen. She would be a villain, for sure. Absolute villain, dears. She would rig that game. She would rig that game, for sure. Clown! Now this is a good one. Clown, he is our first, well, is Bubba? No, I see Clown is our resident plus-size queen here. He has already a huge amount of makeup skill, as you can see here. He has served all kinds of looks, verging on costumey to really incredible. I mean, his Greek god runway, I mean, that was stunning. That was incredible. Knife tricks, love it. Probably know some good jokes. I think the judges would really enjoy him. Comedy challenges, he would do incredibly well. Snatch game, wonderful. You know, I bet he'd do a really good Piers Morgan. I'm going to put him in S tier above Huntress purely because I think he would just be a fan favorite. He would be a fan favorite, dears. You couldn't put the finger of blame on any of his looks or talents, dears, because he would straight up cut it off, dears. I agree. He is third from the top. Oh, but is he above Michael Myers? Yes. Nope, he is. He's above Michael. He is already inherently interesting. Michael is more of a mysterious, you know, gorgeous queen, whereas the Clown is just, theatrics. I would even go as far to say you could put him above Nurse. But we'll get there. We'll decide at the end. We will decide at the end, dears. You think you can time people out and ban people for no reason? Stop abusing power. I know you kind of people just feel like banning people. Oh, listen, MP, if you get banned here, you must have done something. The amount of bans that happen here is so small. It's so small. Oh my God. What did you do? Juke, thank you for the 9 months, dear. Thank you so much. All right, next up is Spirit. Now, are we fazed by her? Yes. Yes, we are. You know what? She wouldn't write a message on the mirror when she's eliminated. She would straight up break it. I think she would be very dramatic. I think that she would be incredible television. See, I feel like this tier list has gone from who would look the best in drag to how well would these killers do on Drag Race. I think that's what we're really asking ourselves here. This is how well would they do on Drag Race, right? Spirit is going to give good TV. She is going to be full of anxiety. She's going to be relatable in that aspect, but I do not see her going super far. I think she's going to serve incredible looks. I think that she would definitely do well in lip syncs because she is able to contort her body in ways that are just impossible. Impossible. I mean, she could phase behind the judge panel and just be there, do a split and go back. I think she would have a villain arc. Redeemable though, for sure. She would be a hair queen. Huge hair, massive hair. She's got really good bone structure to work with. I'm going to put her, from a producer standpoint, I'm going to put her in S tier. Would she win? Absolutely not. Would she be a great villain? Of course. Her and Pig? Oh, I'd love to see it. Oh, it'd be so good. But below Huntress. Huntress would be like the queen that you're kind of, you know, rooting for. She's a nice girl, a little bit quiet. She, Huntress is what's his name? You remember? What's the muscly one? Cameron Michaels. Huntress is the Cameron Michaels of the competition, right? I think, honestly, if I was a producer, these two would lip sync against each other and Huntress would win. Somehow. Oh, and don't even get me started. Spirit would vogue the house down. She would be the best voguer. She would vogue her elbow over there while her weenus is over there. Incredible stuff. Legion! But which one of them? We have to pick one. I'm gonna go with my favourite, which is, oh god, what's his name? Who's the pink bunny rabbit? I can't remember. Is it Frank? Frank. Great, you know, we've got a great face structure to work with. He's theatrical, he likes his masks. He might fatigue about halfway through the competition though, and cry a lot, but I think once he's had time to recharge, maybe a really good lip sync, I think that Legion could do well. The only thing about Legion is he's very run-of-the-mill, right? After you have seen his power, his ability, what he does that is unique, at the end of the day, he's just running around as an M1 killer, isn't he? And I do think that he would very much be similar on the show. Have a really good start, maybe the first 3 episodes, and then by the 4th, has a breakdown, cries, thinks everyone hates him, but they don't, except for Spirit and Pig. Freddy cracks a joke, Clown comforts Legion, and he goes home in the ball challenge because he never learned to sew. He only knows how to rip material apart with a knife. So we're going to put Legion at the bottom of C. He's more workable than Hillbilly. I mean, Hillbilly goes home first. I mean, obvious. But Legion is very close behind. Very close behind. He does not have the stamina yet. Not yet. Maybe after his rework and he comes back for All Stars. Maybe. But right now, he feels like filler. Maybe Doctor goes home before Legion. You know, the looks aren't going to be very exciting, I don't think. Maybe 1 or 2 good ones, but he's going to be safe and then he's going home. And that's it. Now, Plague! I mean, we're already putting her in S tier, but let me tell you why, dears. Queens like her are infectious in all sorts of ways. She would be the fashion queen. She would be representing culture of which no one else could represent ever. She is Babylonian. She is tall, probably the tallest one here. She can do gowns. I reckon she could do, you know, a corset look. She would do spooky looks. She's got good bone structure. She is an absolute S tier. Would she be interesting, though, as a competitor or a personality? I don't think so, and here's why. I think because of her devoutness, because she is so serious about her religion, I think that is going to become her entire storyline. Is can she get out of the box of being so devout that she is unable to discover who she really is as a person? Who is Plague? And I think that's going to plague her for the whole competition. Who are you really? We've seen this look before. It's gorgeous. We've seen, you know, different looks. But who are you really? We want to see more of you. Who is Plague? That's why she's going in S tier, but at the bottom of S tier, because I do not think she would be interesting in confessionals, but she will serve incredible fashion looks. Incredible fashion looks. Now, I know you're mad about it, but let's be real. Let's be real. If I could compare Spirit to any of past drag queens, this is your Fifi O'Hara. This is your Fifi O'Hara right here. And then, you know, maybe this is like I don't know, maybe like I'm not sure who Pig is. I'm not sure. I mean, who knows? But anyway, Plague, 100%, she would win the ball.
Love you.
She would win the ball challenge, alright? She wins the ball, hands down. She makes an incredible garment. She makes it all by herself, probably out of maggots or something. And it's gorgeous. She wins the ball. It's the episode where Legion goes home. Lip syncs against Doctor. That's how it goes. Okay, Ghostface. Eric, thank you for the 2 friendly pangolin. Thank you for giving... Oh, before I do Ghostface, let me catch up on the donations, dears. Let me catch up. and see how we're going. MZ, thank you for that $100. Ryan Wright for the 100 as well. Lonnie the 30, thank you for the 100. I appreciate it, dears. Thank you so much. Okay. This is taking a long time, but it's worth it. This is worth doing well. Now, Ghostface. This is interesting. Before the competition has even started, Ghostface knows everyone. He knows their social media. He knows where they live. He knows what they eat for breakfast. Ghostface knows what is going on. I also know that Ghostface will have a penchant for comedy. Ghostface has a good body to work with. He's already served us various types of robes. He might get raid for doing caftan too many times, but we'll see. I think he'll do well. Masks, no masks allowed, but if they're there, he's going to, do that very well. Probably the best mask wearer here, aside from, maybe Legion, I don't know, but I don't think masks are going to be a factor. He will be funny. I think he'll do well in Snatch Game. I think he will be one of those dark horses that is there. I also see Ghostface as somewhat of the narrator of the season. I think when it cuts to confessionals, Ghostface will have the funniest things to say about everyone because he just knows. He's got a quick wit. He will be entertaining to watch. I think Ghostface would honestly make it really far and be a fan favorite. I'm seeing Ghostface as an Alyssa Edwards type of character. Very quick, quite cutting, always something to say, and is a professional in their field. For that reason, we're going to put Ghostface in the S tier. I just know Ghostface would kill the competition. He would be incredible. I'm going to put him over... Oof. Okay, hang on here. I'm going to put him between Michael Myers and Huntress. Entertainment value is so hard to do. It is hard. Right? He is an S tier. Now you're probably thinking, Granny, listen, we're not done. We might rearrange later. But might you forget, when Ghostface eventually has to lip sync, he is going to duck walk like no other. Pig, she's going to take too long to crouch down. Whatever. He's got this. And he's got the best Mori. He has the best Mori, for sure. So, I think fair. S tier for Ghostface. Demogorgon! Well, now isn't this fun? Okay, well... this is... Okay, now, I'm putting him below Hillbilly because there's really not much we can do here. There is not much we can do here. So, Hillbilly is representing the rural queen. There's not many nightclubs around, so I have to work with what I have. I dressed as a corn in the first episode when I walked in. Demogorgon, he's just screaming as soon as he walks in. Definitely does some really cool BDSM type looks with chains and such. I think Demogorgon and Hillbilly are the first in the lip sync, for sure. And I think Hillbilly goes home only because Demogorgon is able to do a reveal. Now what's the reveal? Oh my god. His rosebud of a face was a flower this entire time. And you know what else? On every single one of these teeth here, dears, he has painted the tip. Like a fingernail. Gorgeous. That's gonna be it. He will do a reveal. It's the only thing that saves him, but he goes home probably in the next episode. Right, episode 2 or 3. Whatever, usually was, episode 3 or 4, the ball. Can't remember. Say, Darren Dreamer, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. So the reveal saves the Demogorgon, but is he a better long-term queen than Hillbilly? No, because it's a one-trick pony. We've seen the reveal. There is nothing more to give. There is nothing more. Right. Dig your portal and get out of here. And his confessionals would be garbage. Okay, anyway. Next up is Oni. Now, Oni is another plus-size queen here. Oni is going to have a unique position here, okay? From a viewer standpoint, Oni is going to look in the lineup absolutely ridiculous. You go, what the hell are we doing here? What are we doing this? But remember, under all of that armor and everything is a gorgeous, thick body that we can work with. You know, proportionizing, padding, wig, whatever. We can do things. As a producer, we know that Oni has anger problems. This is a thing, it's real. Temper tantrums are going to be rife whenever Oni is present. You need this in a season. You must have someone, not necessarily be the instigator, but someone who explodes. This is the person that's going to give you the incredible untucked cut that you need, the clips that go out on Twitter. You know, they're going to be absolutely dragged across the coals. I mean, they're going to be mad. This might be the first case of on-screen violence ever on the television show since Shangela and Mimi I'm First. Mags, thank you for the $400 for Pave. Thank you so much. Mags, you have donated $900 and something so far. Mags, thank you so much. That is magnificent, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, dear. In saying this, is Oni going to be a good queen? I think they're going to be very confident in themselves. They're going to have a slow start. They're going to need to get those blood orbs, dears. They're going to need to get those hits in. Slow start, probably a couple of bottom placements, but once they are charged up from probably a really good lip sync, I think they will slam the competition, whoever it is there. So, what I'm thinking about here, right, from a producer standpoint, I would have Oni in the competition for as long as the pig, if not longer. Because you know the pig and Ghostface together would do something. Maybe the spirit can come too. Honestly, I think the spirit and Oni would be friends. I think they are both very emotional people. They've been through a lot. You know, they're from they're from the same house. They're from the same family. Oni would be good television. I don't think he would be likable, but he would be great entertainment. Great entertainment. And for that reason, we're putting him in the B tier, right above Pig. Right above Pig. I know some of you are wondering, what the hell is Baba doing up there by himself? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Oni is Spirit's drag mother. Right, and that's going to be a storyline as well, right? There is going to be probably a lip sync where Spirit sends Oni home, and it's going to be the whole, you know, is age a factor on Drag Race, right? Can an older queen, one who has taught a younger one everything they know, can they be better? Who would win? It's great television. It's great television. Okay. Write that down. I was not, dears, expecting to get this far and this intense on the... We've been in here for 45 minutes. Okay, next up, Gunslinger. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Shave off the beard. Shave off the beard. We have good bone structure. There's no denying. We have piercing eyes. He knows who is going to be the front runner in the competition from the get-go, right? He has a very small terror radius, right? With monitor and abuse, even smaller. If he's smoking a cigar, you won't even know he's there. Silent but violent queen, for sure. I also have a feeling that in a lip sync, he would be absolutely surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. Now hear me out. Hear me out here, dears. What kind of Western box dance moves could he break out? I'm seeing it now. They lip sync to Timber by Kesha, and he absolutely destroys it. He's wearing a cowboy hat. He takes it off, and underneath is a smaller cowboy hat. And underneath that is a tiny cowboy with a little gun that goes puff and shoots a puff of smoke and then howdy. It's over. He wins. Gunslinger makes it really, really far. Really far, but absolutely bombs in Snatch Game. They bomb in Snatch Game. They're just not funny. They're just not funny. They're just not funny, and I think they would definitely get told throughout the competition. You know, you're safe, you're good, you're serving looks, you have a good stature, you have good body to work with. We're just not really seeing you do anything exciting more than the others. And I think as a producer, I would look at Gunslinger as fodder to make it, you know, somewhat far, but, you know, who knows? Let's see where he goes. I don't think there's going to be too much riggery in his favour or against him. He's just there. He's just there. I think he lip syncs against, who does he lip sync against? Probably Doctor, and does the tiny hat moment, and then next episode, Snatch Game, and he goes home to, I don't know, Oni or someone. So we're putting him in the C tier, below Legion. Below Legion. I just don't think he would be interesting. I just know as well he would have trouble forming sentences and any challenge that requires improv. If he's not the worst, he would be a low, for sure. For sure. Pyramid Head. Wow. Now this is someone. Pyramid Head. Trade of the season. Mr. Alexis. Oh wait, never mind. I just remembered Tricksters. No, hang on a minute. I'm not done. I'm not done. Mr. Alexis, thank you so much for the $250, giving all of that access out to survivors of violence. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Pyramid Head. Take the head off. We know what the face looks like. It looks like the guy from Silent Hill. We know what to work with. All right? Huge bam! You know, you won't need to say come to Brazil. He's been there. Brazil is in his orbit. So, very muscly stature. That's fine. You know, Cameron Michaels has been there. You know, Huntress is muscly. She's up there. But is he interesting? No. Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he is a gymnast for sure. Cartwheels, splits. I think he'll do well. And every time he sentences to the bottom, he probably wins the lip sync unless the other one is funny or whatever. I think Pyramid Head is probably going to go home or at least get in the bottom in the very first comedy challenge. Whatever the first one is, the sketch challenge, episode 2, 3, definitely in the bottom, and probably lip syncs against Hillbilly, and sends Hillbilly home, and you know what? He probably even makes it quite far, who knows? Would he look good in his looks? Would he serve good looks? I think like his sword, I think they would drag on a bit. But does dragging make good drag? Not really. I think he would probably be more interesting than Legion because Legion has a short burst of energy and success. He probably sends home Legion, actually, in the ball challenge, because I don't think Pyramid Head knows how to sew either. I think that's it for him. I think that's there. So, he's interesting only because you're wondering if he's going to do anything. And then when he doesn't, by episode 5, you're like, get him out of here. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it. This is robbery? What do you mean robbery? Oh, here's the thing though. Let me tell you though. This is a gag elimination because he will be a fan favorite. There will be outcry by big booty fans everywhere. Everywhere. But can you see that he's interesting? You think he's B tier? Oh, hang on. No, hang on. I just realized Trapper and Hag. We're going to put him over Trapper but below Hag. You think he's above Pig? Why is it he's gonna have nothing to say? Listen, a butt does not a successful queen make. It's not. No. Silence. We've got so many quiet people here. Above Wraith? What? Are you out of your mind? All right. Let me consider here, because I'm taking in the feedback here. You think that Pyramid Head would do better than Peg? The woman who is rigging the game? You think so? Okay. How about this? Producer line, right? Pyramid Head is the one that sends Pig home. Why? Because Pig has been rigging the game as a silent villain. But Pyramid Head is like the stoic, mysterious one. And when it comes to the lip sync, he does some incredible movement with his rear end that sends RuPaul into hysterics. Because we know RuPaul is very selective about his humor, but he loves booby jokes, he loves back jokes. I think he would do some kind of, Vogue with his cheeks, who knows? The twerk of the season, and it sends Pig home. Fans are happy because he stayed, but he probably goes home in the next episode. He's below Oni though, because Oni is good television. Oni is absolutely raging in every Untucked. Alright, is that fair? That's fair. Now I'm not sure about Wraith's placement. I feel like Wraith is too high. I feel like Wraith should be below Pig. Maybe. Do you think? I don't know. He's too high. He's far too high now. Okay. B tier. Because he's definitely more interesting than Hag. Right? He's it depends on how funny he is. I don't think he's going to be very funny though, but maybe, I don't know. Fair. Why is Freddy so high? Humor. Absolute humor. And experience with, prosthetics and drag. I think Hag's placement is fair. I think it's fair. Really, that posture? It's gonna be so hard to work with. Yeah, Demogorgon, he was robbed when he was born. Okay, Blight! Our resident dribbly wizard. His confessionals are going to be terrible. Bad posture. He will be very fast, though. Does that help him? I don't know if there's an Olympics. Jenny, thank you for the 100 there. Thank you so much. There is going to be that awkward moment where RuPaul says, please take off your mask. And Blight will go, and RuPaul will say again, we need Blight for you to take off your mask. This is a lip sync for your life. We need to see your lips. And Blight will try to explain, I don't have any lips. And for that reason, you have slightly more lip than Demogorgon, but you can't lip sync with no lips. What is he going to do? Tasha, thank you for the $100 million. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. Thank you so much, Tasha, dear. Bless you, thank you so much. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Hang on, I'm not done here. I'm not done. I'm not finished. Blight would... I just really don't think he would shoot heels. I'm sorry. I think honestly, here's Blight's storyline. Are you ready? He will come in and he will have subtitles. Okay, he has subtitles.
Drunk, please take my money.
Jenny Penny, thank you for the 1,000, dear. He has subtitles in his confessionals, Jenny Penny, right? And he says, you know, I'm not like those other queens. I'm very spooky. I'm going to serve different looks. And I think there's going to be, you know, a huge underground following of Blight. Big on social media. Oh my God, the first queen to come on with no lips. How are they going to lip sync? Serving all sorts of bizarre looks. I'm sure of it. Quite bendy. It's got a hunch. But, you know, we are at the stage now where Drag Race is accessible. It's accessible. All types of persons with any form of deformity can be there. So Blight is there with, you know, a lot of things going on. However, when it comes to the lip sync, we just can't see those lips move. So whatever happens, dears, Blight is kind of screwed. He is kind of screwed. He can't do a comedy challenge. He can't do Snatch Game. He goes home right after Demogorgon. He goes right. Possibly it's a double elimination even. Because he will not be happy. Did I do it right? Wait. Okay, good.
Oh.
Wait, we have to move it.
All right.
There. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. Right. Tier list. Killers on Drag Race. We have 4 queens left. 4 queens left to decide from. So, let's do the work and figure out who's going where. Okay? So we have Charlotte and Victor up next. Now, this is an interesting scenario, dears. Never before has there been 2 entries. But it's one person. Yana, thank you for the 13. Thank you so much, Lighting Honey. Thank you for the 4. So here's the thing, right? You cannot deny that this is weird. The other queens are going to be yelling that Charlotte and Victor have an advantage because they are 2 queens, technically. However, because they are conjoined, or they were at birth, they are one person. Now here's the gag, dears, and this is why Charlotte and Victor will be possibly the most important piece of this season is because of what I'm about to tell you. And when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you will be told why. Charlotte and Victor come into the competition and they are conjoined, okay? Right? Every look they wear, it's kind of complimentary. Maybe sometimes they're matching. Maybe sometimes, you know, Victor is some kind of prop, right? But you can't deny that Charlotte won't be that interesting, but Victor will be the ones in the confessional saying stuff. Charlotte's going to be pretty quiet. I don't think she may even say a word. Maybe when she does eventually say something, it's a huge, groundbreaking moment, you know, and people are crying, and she's crying, and, you know, a real bus stopper. Victor's going to be incredibly funny in confessionals. I think they will go really far. I think Victor has a penchant for comedy. I think these 2 would do well. Now, here's the important thing. Victor and Charlotte will be the first ever conjoined twins on Drag Race. Now that's saying something. There is going to be a lot of press about this. Producers are going to see that and run with it. They are going to run with it, right? However, there is going to be an episode. There is going to be an episode where Charlotte ends up in the bottom with Victor. No, they're not lip syncing against each other. It's not what you think. They lip sync against, I'm not sure who, it doesn't really matter. But this is why this will be the most viewed clip of Drag Race ever. During the lip sync, Charlotte, when all hope is lost, will release Victor from her body.
Sarah Paulson's conjoined twins.
What is it? What would people even say? Oh my God, he can come out of there? The whole time? This is the episode where they probably send home a villain as well. I think Victor and Charlotte will be a fan favorite. Maybe they send home Spirit, or maybe even Ghostface or something. I don't know. I think Ghostface makes it to the top 4 personally. But it will be the gag. It will be the gag. Victor is released from Charlotte. It's not over. He whips out a tiny cane and a top hat, which was in the back of Charlotte's dress, and he starts doing the hello, my honey, hello, my darling, hello, my bad time girl. And he goes through over the entire stage. Charlotte death drops, and Victor jumps on her belly as a trampoline, hangs from a stage light, and it's not over. He grabs a wig that's been stuck up there since some season, God knows when, puts it on, lands in a split, and it's over. It is over, everyone go home. It's all over Twitter, it's all over TikTok. That's it. Monique's heart and soul was thrown up there. He brought it down, and he brought it down upon the competition. This is one of those episodes where, oh my God, oh, it's incredible. Oh, this is like, this is just, I can't, this is rose petals coming out of the wig. And for that, I think we are going to have to put twins in the S tier, and we're going to put them above, below. Oh, it's like a tie between Ghostface. It's like a tie between Ghostface and twins. It's like a tie between Ghostface and twins and Michael, and I can't decide yours. Honestly, third. Absolutely third. Third in the S tier. Yeah, I'm thinking Nurse is actually too high. Well, we will revisit, but it's not over. King Cora, thank you for the 18. My D is fine, thank you for the 7, dear.
What's going on?
What the hell is going on? I know. Okay, next up. Zombie Teddy, thank you for the 14. Oh, well done, Lucia. Good for you. Next up is Twinkster. Now, I reckon this is, Twinkster is going to get what is called, in production, the young social media fashion queen who the older ones are going to instantly not like, but you can't deny they're good. He's got a certain attitude about him that you do not care for. He is cocky, but he's smart. He is smart, and he's got a lot of knives in that pocket. However, he has a really slow start. Why? Takes him a while to get those lacerations in, dears. However, on every runway, he's serving, a little slow in the comedy parts, and he's safe. You know, he's safe for most of it. In the second half, though, he slays the ball. I think he comes second with next to Plague, which he's annoyed about. That becomes a storyline. He is representing Korea, so that's another thing too. The wink will be a very iconic thing that will make RuPaul laugh. Just when we thought he wasn't funny, he can wink. He can close one eye at a time. That's incredible. I also think that even though he doesn't do well in the early comedy challenge, he is for some reason really funny in the Snatch Game because he does a really obscure Korean celebrity that is so funny that Western culture does not know, but he just does it well. He just does it incredibly well, and it's good. He gets a high placement, but he doesn't win because Clown would win Snatch Game for sure. I also think he will be a He'll get a villain edit for sure. I think he's an A tier. I think he's an A tier above Bubba. I think he's A tier above Bubba. Why is he not S tier, you're asking? I think he doesn't really make it that far. Now, I know you're all go, but my God, he's gorgeous. We know that gorgeous does not always carry you to the end. And if there is one thing producers love doing, it is robbing a young, up-and-coming, talented fashion queen that is incredibly popular on social media and then bringing them back for All Stars because it gets the tweets going, it gets the hashtags flaming. He will be the robbed queen of the season who no one liked at the start but started rooting for when they realized that there were so many arseholes and planners. He gets that edit. He gets that edit. But he slays it on All Stars, for sure. Alright, next is Nemesis. Now this is good. This is good. Nemesis, you're thinking, that's a D tier? No. No. And let me tell you why. Is because Nemesis is going to have the rivalry storyline. Now, we know there's going to be a storyline between Oni and Spirit. One is the more experienced one that taught them everything they know. Lauren, thank you for the $100. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, dear. But after Spirit sends Oni home in the lip sync, I think that wraps up the storyline, right? Nemesis has beef with one of the other queens. Maybe they're from the same hometown. I'm not sure. But Nemesis has an arc that is very dependent on someone else here. I'm not sure who that is exactly. We will decide by the end of this, but his edit will purely depend on how long his nemesis lasts. And of course, you're going to get a lip sync with Nemesis versus his nemesis, whoever that is. I'm not sure who it is. So, Nemesis is never going to win. He's going to serve looks, I think. I mean, he can do something there. He's huge, he's imposing. But his whole storyline really depends on the other person being there. I'm not sure who it is. Maybe... Who would Nemesis have a problem with from his hometown? Who would he have a problem with? You think Plague? Oh, right, because... Oh, my God, because she's always infecting things because... Oh, my God, that's it. And she's like, well, I originated infecting things. And he's like, well, I did it better. She's like, I don't think you did. That's their storyline, right? And there is going to be a lip sync with Plague and Nemesis. And I think Nemesis goes home, and that wraps him up. So, Nemesis, kind of dispensable. He's kind of whatever. Middle ground. I'm going to put him in the C. Oh, hang on now. Because he's good television. He's good television, and we're all going to be waiting for Nemesis versus Plague. We want to see it. We want to see it. He would make RuPaul fall in love with his death sausage jokes, you're right. He would give 10 tickles. I think he's a low bait. He's below Wraith, because Wraith goes further in the competition. But Wraith gets the 𝐂𝐃𝐈𝐓 edit. Fan favorite, good legs, yeah. This tier list is so bad. Mr. Dragon Killer, did you just arrive here on the first bus? What happened? What kind of tier list do you think this is? No, Mr. Dragon, you tell us. Mr. Dragon, what tier list do you think this is? What do you think's going on here? I want to know. I'm so curious. What do you think this is? No, tell us, dear. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Tell us what you think this tier list is. Tell us. We're waiting. We're waiting. Come on now. Come on now. No? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, well, you know what? I just joined and thought it was oh, no. No, dear. This is how well all of the killers in Dead by Daylight would do on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm sorry for the confusion. Is there any double Shantae sachets? I think there would be a double sachet with Demogorgon the next time he goes home, and I think it's with Blight, because they both don't have lips. Finally, we have Pinhead, and then we're going to adjust everything here. Pinhead. Pinhead is going to be serving very dark looks. We have a bold looks as well, Sasha Velour type, queen. I think it'll be very artsy, but quite terrifying. Everything centering around, darkness, BDSM stuff. I think he would do something on the runway as well that's quite gross. Not gross, but like medically concerning. Maybe taking a nail off and, just bleeds and it melts his makeup and it becomes something. I think Pinhead is a real artsy queen here. Good stature, great posture. The walk is good. And I do think he would be a good in the create your own items kind of thing. I don't think he would be very funny though. I think he would be quite serious. Is this a bad thing? Not really. Sometimes someone who's quite serious when they do comedy, it can be quite funny. I don't think it will get him a high placement, but I don't think it will get him a win either. And it will definitely not probably land him in the bottom. I think Snatch Game will be a mess. Snatch Game on this season would be a mess. And I don't think Pinhead would go there. Fashion Queen, Plague is kind of already doing that, but he's doing his own thing. Pinhead is definitely a potential top 4, in my opinion. I really do think so. I don't think he would win, but I think he could be a top 4. I would put him basically in the same boat as Plague. I think Plague and him are going to have a very similar storyline, but I think he survives longer than Plague, because once Nemesis and Plague's storyline is over, I think the producers are like, well, we only really need one artsy-looky queen, and Pinhead is representing all kinds of dark stuff. You know what? Let's put Pinhead over Spirit, because we know Spirit's not going up there. Huntress? Over Huntress even. Yep, that's fair. Pinhead is the artsy, weird, serious and dark, but oddly humorous queen. And he's got the walk. Great bone structure to work with as well. He could pull off any look. So, our list. Do we need to make some changes? I think we do. First of all, Nurse. Nurse, as much as we love her, and we loved her at the start, I don't think she is going to do good in the comedy challenges. She's still levitating. I mean, she's floating above the competition. She's definitely S tier. But is she interesting? Not really. I mean, I think she's probably going to be more interesting than Plague. But she's a low S tier. People start to get interesting around here, right? Look at it from a viewer standpoint and a producer standpoint. Who is going to get viewers? Who is interesting? Not so much who deserves to win. That's what the show is. It's a reality TV show. It's not a competition. It's like silly. Spirit's going to be doing good storyline. Huntress is probably going to exhaust her storyline by the time she gets there, but makes it into the top 4, I think. Pinhead gets into the top 4. Clown gets into the top 4. And Charlotte sends home Ghostface in the reveal episode. So that's what happens, right? Myers, as wonderful as he is, I think we have to put him lower. I think right above Huntress. There. The only reason Ghostface is so high is because he is going to be giving the best television, and he's going to be making it really far. Christian Life, thank you for the 10! And you know what, in saying that, now I'm not sure, I think Freddy might be too low. Anyway, so our top 4 of the season end up being Clown, Charlotte, Pinhead, and... who was our other one? Was it Plague? No, Plague's gone. Who's there? Was it Huntress? Oh, Huntress. Okay, Huntress. Right. Huntress makes it there. Or, if you wanted to make things really interesting, it would be Ghostface. But I think it's Huntress. Right? Plague has already been eliminated. Because her storyline's over. It's done. They have Pinhead now. Out of these 4, Clown, Charlotte, Pinhead, and Huntress. Huntress gets the least amount of community attention. They don't really care. Yeah, I'm putting Freddy up here for sure. The comedy. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Trickster's only higher because he's a better fan favorite, based on likes. Huntress gets the least Twitter likes, but we like her there because it's like, oh yeah, you know, you don't have to be loud and whatever to be in the top 4. Pinhead is incredibly interesting and people love him. He gets a really high vote. Clown is a plus-size queen, is incredibly funny, has been solid the entire season, probably no low placements.
This somehow makes perfect sense.
I think Clown gets a lot of votes as well. Charlotte and Victor are in the top 4 because of the gaggery, and you know that they would have something ready for that finale episode, right? They've already used their secret weapon, which is that Victor comes off her body, so they can't do that again, so they've got to up the ante. What are they going to do? We all know that the finale is about reveals. So what happens? We have the fans rooting, absolutely rooting, for probably Pinhead. Right behind that is Clown and Charlotte tied, and then no one really cares about Huntress. They spin the wheel. They spin the wheel. Can we do a wheel spin? Is that possible? Can I do a wheel? Clown. Alright. Okay. Pinhead versus Clown. This is how it goes. They go on. Pinhead is in an incredibly elaborate BDSM look. I think probably his classic look. But he's done a twist. Maybe there's, you know, he's bedazzled his pins or whatever. Clown comes to the stage wearing an enormous circus tent of an outfit, and you know there's something going on under there. Anthony, good to see you, dear. How are you doing? Clown is wearing this great big outfit, right? It's inflatable. Pinhead is there. They're doing things. They lip sync to... Give me a song. What's the song? What's a dream song for a finale? 22, thank you for the 100, dear. Anthony, pick the lip sync song, dear. Pick the lip sync song. What do they lip sync to? Anthony. Give me something. What is it? No, no! Not Nickelback, how dare. Okay, who said Gimme More? Okay, so they do Gimme More by Britney Spears. Okay. The lip sync starts saying whatever. Pinhead is doing, you know, whatever. He's doing Vogue movements. We're now realizing we've never seen Pinhead lip sync before, and this is a problem. This is a problem. However, he's doing some really weird contortion stuff, and he's doing some stuff that maybe looks quite painful. I don't know, maybe taking pins out and poking them somewhere. I don't know. Clown, Silky Nutmeg Ganache style, takes off the inflatable outfit, and what is under there? It is an outfit that he pushes down and it floats out like an umbrella. It's a tutu. Oh my god, what is going on? It's not over. Underneath his undercarriage, he's been hiding a unicycle. You wanted more? He yells. You wanted more? I'm giving you more! And he rides around the stage. Pinhead doesn't even know what to do at this point. Pinhead does what no other drag queen's done before in a finale and tries to sabotage Clown. He drops a nail on the ground. He drops a nail on the ground and it punctures the tire of Clown's unicycle. Clown falls. He falls. But he uses his weight and he rolls into it. He rolls into it and lands like this. Like he's at the front of a family photo shoot and he's the pick-me girl. He lands like that. The crowd is cheering. He swings around. He gets up and he starts jiggling his titties. It's over. It is done. Pinhead, he revealed his true nature. Doesn't like to lose. Whatever. Clown moves on. The next is Charlotte and Victor versus Huntress. Wow. What's the song? Leo Smith, give me the lip sync song for Charlotte. And who's the other? Oh, Huntress. give me the lip sync for them. Yeah, Leo, it's all up to you, dear. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. The song is... The song is... The national anthem of the USA? We're going to need a lip sync song. You know, like a good song. Do you have that on your iPod? Scramble, sing it for the four!
I'm so invested in this plot.
Who?
Thank you for the four.
Oh, I'm out of love? Okay, perfect. Whoever said that, perfect. Alright, so they're lip syncing to I'm Out of Love by Anastasia. Okay? Huntress versus Charlotte and Victor. Okay? Charlotte and Victor come out. Now, throughout the competition, their one critique is they were always playing up the twins thing. They're always playing up the twins thing, which is weird because, I mean, if you're conjoined twins competing on Drag Race, that's your thing. Whatever, by the by. They come out in a gorgeous Latrice Royale style nightgown with like caftan arms. Sparkles everywhere. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Huntress comes out in basically a Baywatch swimsuit, but made of sequins. With like feathers on the shoulders, and a giant inflatable axe, which looks tacky, but whatever, it's her thing. Let her do it. You know, when you see her axe like this, she charges credit. Anyway, they start lip syncing to I'm Out of Love by, what the hell? Wait, no, I've changed my mind! I've changed my mind! Charlotte's not wearing a nightgown, she's dressed like Mary Poppins, thank you. And Victor is nowhere to be seen. Where is Victor? Where is Victor? Where is Victor? All she's holding is this giant handbag. A great big handbag. Where is Victor? The crowd, you catch the crowd. Where's Victor? Victor? What's going on? Did she get surgery? Because you know it's been months since the 2nd July. Where is Victor? What's going on? Huntress walks on. Now, Huntress, up until this point, has slayed every lip sync. Has been in the bottom a couple of times. It's a Cameron Michaels edit. You know, Mushley Queen. Mushley Queen. Charlotte's dressed like Mary Poppins. No one knows what the hell's going on. The lip sync starts. The lip sync starts. The first thing that Huntress does is she starts using that axe. She is swinging it around. It's not inflatable, dears. She reveals underneath. It is a sharp axe. She begins to juggle it while also twirling. It's incredible. I mean, she's doing gymnastics. She is sweating. She takes off her shoes. I mean, she's just going. And Charlotte's bobbing over there like Mary Poppins. What the hell is going on? We enter the first verse of I'm Out of Love. Charlotte, out of her handbag, takes a tiny pair of orange-tinted sunglasses and puts them on. What is going on? And where is Victor? Where is Victor? What's going on? She moves her handbag to reveal Victor is the handbag. Victor is dressed as a handbag and is also wearing tiny orange-tinted glasses. He's in the handbag. She leaves him on the ground, and he's just there. He's just doing his thing, whatever. Charlotte is twirling around. Now, up until this point, Charlotte is not really the mover or the shaker, so it's quite surprising to see her move this much. Huntress is doing her own thing. She has no clue what's going on the other side of the stage, all right? It gets to the next part. Charlotte goes over right before the verse drop and pulls out of the handbag, handed to her by Victor, an umbrella. What is going on? What is going on? She pulls out the umbrella, right? She opens it up, and right as the Anastasia line goes, and yesterday, did you know that I'd be the one to let you go? She starts spinning the umbrella. She throws it to the side. Boom! She reveals under Mary Poppins. She is in a blow for blow outfit of Anastasia. She has her midriff out. She has on bell bottoms. She's got the glasses. She had a long wig on under there. She starts going for it. She is serving entire Anastasia music video. This is incredible. No one's ever seen it before. Victor is also in a tiny Anastasia outfit. He is dragging that handbag around. It is incredible. Huntress is still going. She's done a reveal. It's not much. There was another swimsuit under the swimsuit. She's swimming in shark water at this point. Who cares? But it's not over. Just because she can. Just because she can. Before the final chorus, Charlotte goes over to the handbag one more time. She stands over it, she squats down, and out of the handbag she pulls a microphone stand with an inbuilt hair dryer that blows her hair back. Oh my God! It's too much! She does the whole wiggle movement that Anastasia. It's incredible. No one's even watching Huntress anymore. They pushed her they pushed her off the stage at this point. It's over. It's done. It is absolutely finished. The winner is Charlotte. Huntress had a really good run. She was, she was the queen that was quiet. She was muscly. She was different. She just didn't make it that far. And you know what? The fans are happy. They're happy. They're whatever. So that means the final lip sync comes down to Clown and Charlotte. What the hell is going to happen here? What the hell is going to happen here? So, the final song that they lip sync to is... Now, I'll tell you why. And the producers knew what they were doing. They lip sync to Super Freak. They lip sync to Super Freak. Now, what's really going on? What is really going on? I mean, this is it. This is it. Clown comes out again in some kind of reveal-looking outfit. You're like, what's he got under there? What's going on? Charlotte comes out in a nightgown. A very simple nightgown. Victor is dressed in a bowler hat, moustache, and monocle. Okay, we're like, all right, what's going on? Even I don't know what's going on, because I'm making this up as I go along. What's really going on under there? Okay. I'm invested. Lip sync starts. Super freak. It's good. High energy song. High energy. Clown does his first reveal. Underneath he is a beach ball. Not much to say here. You're a beach ball. Alright, that's cool. He's throwing beach balls to the crowd. I think at this point the clown knows if he doesn't do some kind of gaggy reveal, this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really, really hard. So anyway, spinning around as a beach ball. Twins are, they're doing your thing. You're like, oh my god, are they going to do anything? They're just kind of singing the song, they're bopping and whatever. And by the time we get to the halfway mark, the clown is revealed underneath the beach ball was a tiny carousel of horses. Like imagine a tutu, but like a merry-go-round. And it's fully functional, and it's mechanically moving, and he's twirling around like a ballerina. People are eating it up. It's incredible. Twins, while everyone is distracted by Clown and no one sees how this happens, Charlotte is suddenly wearing the monocle and the hat, but in her size, and Victor is in the nightgown. What the hell is going on? How did this happen? The two of them start dancing together, separated from each other, in complete unison. It's very single ladies-esque, high energy. There's moments of Janet Jackson there. There's some old, House Vogue as well. I mean, it's just incredible to watch. It's incredible to watch. I love it. I mean, people are laughing and crying when Charlotte leans down to touch the back of Victor during the single ladies part. I mean, this is incredible. What is Clown supposed to do here? You know what he does? He pulls out a bottle from one of the horses' mouths on the carousel and throws it in the air, and Pepto-Bismol explodes everywhere. Everyone is covered in purple, and when the cloud clears, he is wearing nothing, absolutely nothing, but a finger. How? I don't know. But he just has a finger there. It's disgusting. Everyone hates it. It's gross and weird. It's got a little face on it, and it's also lip syncing. And people are like, I don't know how this works. Is this legal? Is this allowed? By the time it gets to the BBC version, it's blurred out. It is blurred out. Anyway, in the absolute final gag of the episode, Victor runs past Clown, grabs the finger, and bites it Bugs Bunny style, and the lip sync is over. People are not really sure what the hell just happened. And RuPaul makes his decision. There is silence. There is silence across America and the world as we wait to see, was it Clown or Twins? Although Clown's performance was vulgar, it was definitely more dramatic than anything the Twins did, and we've already seen the Twins thing. But did it go too far? Was it too crass?
Cluck.
Twins, they're waiting there. People across the world, they're waiting for the answer. And finally, the winner is revealed. The winner is Victor and Charlotte. Now here's the problem. They only had one crown. So, in a moment that will be remembered forever in Drag Race history, RuPaul takes off a giant chunky ring off his enormous finger and places the crown on Victor's head as if the ring was his own little one. And everyone's crowned, everyone is happy, and nobody knows where the hell that finger with the face came from, Clown, and this is a case for the FBI. So Twins win the RuPaul's Drag Race of DBD. It was an incredible competition. There were fantastic storylines. The largest cast we have ever seen before. It was so long, I almost passed away before it was over. But we have some incredible queens here for All Stars, comedy queens, fashion queens, robbed queens, queens we don't need to see anymore. but this is the tier list. This is the tier list, and I'm proud of it. That really took us an hour and 45 minutes to get through.